Am I live? We are! Wow. Alright. A moment and I hop in some games, but Eb03 is live. And most importantly, nothing else really matters other than this Nami. This Nami's just busted with it. Whether you're on any yellow deck, she's just gonna be cracked. But of course I do love playing purple yellow Robin. And the 7 cost Robin goes clutch in this deck. On just a free heal. Much better than Uma or anything of the like. Now, I don't know how Robin will compare to all the meta decks, notably Ace, but she'll be the starter today. And we can always fall back on Ace, see how he fares against the yellow decks. Yeah, let's hop right in. Green purple first match. Oh, and 10th on the board right now. Alright, now this hand's actually alright, got the Absalom. I can just pitch the Perona, play the Absalom on 2, and just spam 5s. Speaking of new cards, he has this new 3-cost Robin from the Hero event. I'll actually pitch Absalom in this spot, as I drew a second one. Now, I have a Throw the Bark in the trash already, so I'm quite inclined to take, and I do hit a Throw the Bark trigger, put it in the hog back. Given my leader effect ramping, I can now play the Kuma or the Perona just to stop the Zoro. But if I do choose to swing 7 and play the Perona, that would be quite fair. I will start with the 5 with Absalom, see if he takes it, given that it's not banish. I'll go another 5, see if he... Alright. So this implies he is very afraid of the banish swings. Not that I can blame him. However, I think if I just give 7, he is very likely to give me 2 cards. As nice as it would be to play the Kuma, I think stopping the Zoro from swinging is quite fine. Oh, he is just going down on life like it's no one's business. Banisher 2k. Very aggro. Oh, hello, Ansor. Yes, I'm playing Robin today. I will be playing likely some other stuff, but just trying the new Eb03 cards. Playing the Robin so I don't trigger anything. I don't have a 2k. Another Thriller Bark trigger. I can put in the hog back. However, my board's starting to become wide enough to where that's not even an issue. I may just not trigger this one. Foolish as it may be. And I do want to swing to some extent, so I will be going for Kuma as opposed to the Moria. And I will just, I could discard the Moria. I'll discard the Perona, so I have a stun target in the trash. Should my first life here be a Thriller Bark trigger? Thriller Bark Nami's gotten popular. Yes, I do want to try her as well. I know she's a little bit stronger in EVO4 with the new Borsellino. The Borsellino is cracked, should just mention. Not as if that was a hot take. Start seeing how he swings. He's probably just going to go like 777 at me. Which I'm going to have to start taking a lot of those. Oh, he goes for Absalom. That's cool. I don't whiff. Yeah, heal and a blocker. He has the whole package. Thriller Bark trigger. I don't suppose why I wouldn't trigger that. Now I'll trigger the Lilith, try to find a 2K. No 2K. Haven't really seen any 2Ks, just out there. Speak of the devil. Now then, his board is quite stacked. Rayleigh is very good at clearing stuff. Just gonna start with 6 banish. He will, of course, have to counter. Give me a 2K on it. I could swing 6s and play Rayleigh or Gecko, both of which do a similar effect. I'm definitely leaning on the Gecko, as I can trigger the Corona out, which means I wouldn't be able to swing any further, but I think that's fine. Him leaving 3 Dawn up, with the Sanji being one of them, implies that he is able to counter out of a lot, and him taking the 7 almost feels like bait to me. I'm just going to play my Gecko, put the Hog back in life, and try to live. DMG can rest my 1 Dawn for Giant, but that is alright. I don't have Thriller Bark Nami prepped necessarily, although I do want to make her throw her together. Vegas, yes, it was alright. Like, the main event was not particularly amazing for me. Had some red-black Sabos countering my Ace vibe. But I had a lot of good stuff apart from that. And there is the DMG to rest my Dawn. Which means I could be dead here. Very likely dead here. Yeah, that was a misplay. I should have taken the first one to trigger out the Piranha. Just a little blunder on my end. Oopsie. Replace my Piranha in case I trigger a second one. Although at this point, it shouldn't really matter. I kind of blunder too deeply. Yeah, he has that one. Not that the one take would have made the world difference. If I wanted to play around DMG, I would have had to borderline not swing it ever. Oh, my score, I just dropped 2-2. I just had some bad early. Oh, Nami, interesting. I think with a hand like this, it is the Thriller Bark stuff just doesn't matter against blue Nami at all. So I think I'll just keep due to the Olvia and the 7 cost, if nothing else. Starting with an Apis on the Nami side. My banish is going to be quite helpful, especially if they're pitching cards for the Apis like this. And he grabs you. And the U really pushes together the Eb03 blue Nami, makes her a real deck. Maybe I wouldn't go that far. That being said, he's probably just going to play you this turn. Now he's going 6 at me. Of course he wants to mill one. But I still think that I just pitch my hog back and, take. No trigger, sadly. It is a little silly to swing low, given that I know he has a 1K. However, he does not want to block or play the U. So I think I will just go ahead and swing like this. Have one turn of a weak swing. He has to respect my banish constantly. You wanted to go to Vegas, but you ended up going to the Mexico City finals. How did that go? I didn't see anything from that event. Lays you down. We'll be drawing his 2. Quite tempted to just play the Rayleigh, pop the Boodle. No, I cannot pop the Boodle because he has 5 life. No need to make that mistake. I'll just swing my block or my 5 banish. I could pitch. I think I'm going to pitch here just to go to 10 next turn. Typically, I wouldn't be this aggressive with it. I will swing 5 as well. He will take because it's not banished. And I don't really need to gain life, but I will. For the heck of it. Hopefully the blue Nami doesn't go too crazy on me. Going for the Perona. Will Protector. Need my swingers. Oh, Rush Usopp. That is problematic if it connects to me, so I have to counter out of that. Suppose I could have the Giant just as an additional way to not take a hit from this Usopp. Should he play another? I'll start with a 9 to it. I could go double 9, hold up a Giant. I'm leaning a little more towards 11 banish just to like guarantee it, and then 7. If he has a gavel, yes, he can get out of it. Now, I don't know what Nami will do right here. I guess if they have Pilafs, they'll start Pilafing me. Try to dig through their deck. I feel as though I'm quite behind this game, actually. The Boodle is very nice on their end. Nine to Perona. I don't have to hold down the chin. I can Giant, try to find something nice. And I do find this Nami. I would love to play the Nami, force the Nami leader to take their life, but then I would lose my Perona. I think it's probably still worth. Now they only have 2 cards in hand, so I'm not really going to respect Gavel here. Especially with their deck so low in size. He gives a rubber band, and then this one should connect. And I will just put the hog back into play as opposed to putting it in life as I usually would. Given that he will not be hitting me for a little bit. He pitched a gavel and a rubber band. That must mean his hand is pretty good with these last two cards. Either Morkaya, Pilaf, could even be you. That being said, the Nami still has 20 cards left in deck. And the Perona's completely fine. Go. Another Boodle. Well, with only one card in Nami's hand, I don't believe they play anything that justifies more than a 7. I suppose I could have played the Nami down. And I believe this should just mat them. Yes, it does. Nothing more to it. Keep being able to banish their life with my leader makes it a little inconvenient for them. As well as the additional ramp. I do quite enjoy playing Robin. Just had a 3v3 off meta tournament where I played her. And it was very fun. It definitely reinvigorated my respect for the leader. Although Eb03 was not legal, so I could not play with the great 7-drop. Blue-purple Luffy. This could be a scary matchup. Now, I'm a little inclined to just choose first and swing 8 banish immediately. This hand is okay. The Nami kind of carries it, but I will still try it. It really is not a very spectacular hand by any means. He has a Gear 2 here. He can counter out of this. Otherwise, I am not tripping about anything he is doing. Yes, he does have the Gear 2. Very unfortunate. But if he goes Zoro Juro, I would be able to pop it. No Thriller Bark thing there. I do get to play the Nami, force him to take his life, and then do another 7 banish. I think this is quite greedy of me, but I think I'm going to ramp again. Very rarely I will ramp more than once in a game. He red rocked my Nami. Was not expecting that too much. Speaking of unexpected, I think I'm going to take this. No chance for a trigger. I can go 8, play Kuma. I could also just develop Nami Perona. Even go 6, play the 7 cost, as it's going to be quite difficult for him to out this. I like the more chance I have to banish his life, the better. He is just having his good counter power. Luckily, that means he is not ramping. So I think I'll just pitch this Nami. This Nami's kind of outlived her usefulness. Red rocking the Kuma makes me not regret choosing not to play the Robin. What's this, a Bagua? Maybe a Giant? Regardless, I'll just swing another 8 banish and then player. He banishes this Kaya. Now, I'm pretty surprised that Blue Purple's playing this Kaya. I understand the why, but still. Robin gets to heal me while putting the Thriller Bark in my trash because I did not actually have a target yet. He grabs 2K Sanji. Now this is vulnerable to Mihawk. Oh. He does have the Sanji Hawk. Unfortunate. I think this is just going to be another 8. He can, of course, play Giant. I do find Moria, so I think I'll just take the Moria and make it a 6. Kuma Seed of Life, get to put the Perona into play. And then eventually, I'll have 2 Giants for defense. Eventually. Would love to find some Olvias for little fries on my opponent's end. He does find Giant. The fact he's revealing Giant either means he has a weird stack or he has multiple good pieces of counter. We'll be taking this. Pitch the Perona, as I do hit another Thriller Bark trigger. Roger, now that's a bit annoying. There's Olvia. Suppose I may just be playing my Robin, healing, and then passing. See what a 10 does for me. Sure enough, just Giants. Make him use it. And I do think it is just Robin. Although, chances are looking a little rough. He finds a 1k. Just a 1k. I'll take 1-9. Any reason to trigger this Moria? Not particularly. I could just pitch it to Giant. Now I definitely don't want to go to 0 here. Don't know what he's going to do with the rest of his Dawn. But I value the Olvia as my main chance of winning. Nine with Mihawk. If I take, he could just go 16 at me, which would be very scary. However, going for a Giant will put me down on Dawn, which is also quite bad. But it's the play we have to make. Oh, another Sanji Roger. That's lovely for you. Oh, yeah, I guess I only have Kumasi's. Oops. Doesn't really matter too much in this board state. Kind of have to win here. Go 10, see what he would like to give me. Just a 2 and a 1. I mean, I have to presume he has a Giant in hand. I can go Olvia, 10 banish. To make it 12 banish, although a little unnecessary there. I think I'm going to go 11 banish. If he has a Giant, good beats, I guess. Let's see if he has another counter card as his last. He does. Very unfortunate. His last life was a Giant. No real getting around that. Close enough, though. Even if it was red rocked quite promptly, the yellow Nami was quite a nice boon, forcing him to take the life. Now here's a potential Hero Cup battle if I choose to play Robin in that. This hand is quite good going first, so I will be keeping. And I will take the Moria. Now, if this was a 6-cost Robin as opposed to the Nami, I may take it here. It is funny that the 6-cost Robin may genuinely be better than the Nami, as cracked as she is. Robin's trigger can play out Absalom from hand. Not that that's the most relevant. He starts off with Shoujo, the girl. Just a 5. Get a Bark in the trash. And he will not be able to trigger a Thriller Bark. Perhaps this doesn't matter too much, as his leader can become a 7 very easy. Maybe I'm a little too fast to take that hit. But I will just be playing Akuma here. I could heal again, I think I'm good. Or ramp again. He has to pitch any card. Fortunately, his leader ability will just always be active because of the girl. Glad I have my playset, because I believe this card is definitely up in price. Oh, he chose not to use leader effect and just 1K'd. I feel as though that's bait, but I'll bite. He's not auto-triggering. Maybe it was just a misplay. Even though his life wouldn't be getting banished, I feel as though it is incorrect not to use his leader effect. Perhaps he was really hungry just to trigger out the Perona. And there's the 5-cost Nami. That has been spoken of already. We'll be taking a 7. No triggers. Very sad. Honestly, I'm quite thinking about taking this one as well. There we go. Get the hog back out. Next turn could be a drop Moria. Look rather aggressive, so I have to play a little defensive. But I'm up on board, which is the important part. Speaking of, let's just swing a 5. Surely this time he will not blunder his leader effect. I think I'll just swing with the Absalom, as I don't actually have a character to play out off Hogback at the moment. And if he would like to heal, he is more than welcome to. I feel as though popping the Nami through Rayleigh is not that important. It could be important. I'm just led to believe otherwise. The Nami's on KO effect will let him play any 6,000 power or less card. He lets the Nami go quite quickly, however. I will just swing a 7. Hogback, trigger, Verona. Could Rayleigh it. Definitely just gonna play the Kuma this turn. I think I'll play Lilith as well. Well, can only grab the Moria. Don't really need another Moria, so I think I will just pitch it off of Kuma. Little bit of a waste of a Dawn, but it's fine. Let's just stay quite healthy this turn. Not give him a draw off leader effect. And now, my Kumas are 6,000, or 6 cost, which means the Perona would be able to stun him should he trigger through the Bark. So I think I just have to poke at the I could poke at the Perona still, but I can wait until the rest of my swings are done with. Just start with a 7 banish. If I banish the Hog back, there's no guarantee he will trigger the Perona. And this also lets me play my Robin and hold up Giant. So I'm not losing much Dawn value. The Nami 5 cost is quite scary. Similar to the Perona. He would 7 to Nami. I'm definitely going to consider that after assuming he counters this. I assume you're talking about the 5 cost. Because he has the life face up already. That makes sense. He wouldn't be able to get the effect off. He is countering, so I will absolutely swing 7 to this Nami. And theoretically, he may just take this and trigger the Perona. But I have to start dealing damage eventually. And he will do just that. So he's keeping his board healthy. I will just be able to heal my 2. Would have loved to get this trigger. I don't have an Olvia in the trash, so I wouldn't have gotten max value out of it. He's pushing at me. I do not have Perona in here. Still gonna take it. Well, there's the Perona in question. So, there's no real purpose of triggering her, as my board's full already. It's more of, how do I want to put her in the trash? Do I want to put her in the trash? Another question. And he has no character I can target off Perona, so I'm not just gonna pitch her. Is the Nami banned? Which Nami are you referring to? This is blue-yellow. But nothing here is banned. Anyways, as for the 7, I am the yellow one. No, it's Eb03. They just added that to the Western queue on the ranked. Alright. The best swings he could do is 10, 11. Not saying he's going to do those swings. But, if I was to live 2 more turns, I would have to pitch the Perona, which is quite sad. Still, I intend to. Not bad counter power. And there's a red rock. The Shoujo effect will make his leader a 6. And then this 10 will just go at me. Ah, but the 5-drop Nami is not a bad find. Even though I kind of have to play my Gecko this turn to stay alive. He has the Hogback, so his Thriller Bird triggers are online. If I wanted to maybe think about going for lethal, I could just play Nami, force him to take a life, and then go. Yeah, there's just no way I'm winning this turn. That being said, I kind of want to start with the 7 banish at him. Force him to respect it. Maybe I go for Akuma, maybe I do the Gecko. He just banishes the 2k. This Hina's an interesting 2k to have. I guess Nami's has a flexible 2k slot. Kind of tempted to take a 5 to the Perona now. As if I wait, he could just protect the Peronas. Even if I lose a Kuma swing, I think it may be the way. Given that he's not, there he is, letting it go. And now, I could swing 5 at him with the hog back. He may take it, hoping for a trigger. If he does hit a trigger, it would ruin me. It would also be problematic if I just swing at the Perona and I lose my hogback swing. But if I do swing at the Perona and I lose the hogback swing, I don't think that's the end of the world either. As I would be establishing this Moria. As much as I would love to swing with this to be optimal. Optimal is just not the line here. He is going to play a Moria of his own. Just taking an 8 to me. No need to trigger. So it's going to be quite difficult to push through all this life. And living another turn is also not really a possibility. This being said, Nami can force him to take the hog back. I would much rather banish it. If I swing 9 banish, and then 9 with Kuma, 10 with Moria, 11 with Kuma, assuming his counter power is not that good, that would be quite swell. Little hard to pretend that that's the way it's going to play out. I could also play my 5 cost Nami. and then go 9 banish. But that's not really performing much better. So I think I will just start with the 9 banish here. Not that it's likely to be the play, but it could let me pivot into Kuma. Still, there's no way to live another turn. Not through 2 geckos on board. He is using leader effect now, which will enable him to trigger out Perona. No reason for him not to. And then I can go 7 with the Absalom. If his last card here is counter, alright. And I win. He got bricks there. A little bailed out, but it was basically the only chance at lethal I had. And it played out. Guess how I was hoping. Oh, that is Ace, not Robin. Yeah, the 5 cost Nami, Purple Yo Rosie is a top deck in EB3 and 4. Oh, yes, I saw he just got buffed with the 8 cost law. This, Eb03 one. I have not personally played a lot of Purple Yo Rosinante, although he was surprisingly unbanned at the off-meta tournament that I played in today, which made him kind of the king of the format. Which Robin in particular had a terrible time into Rosinante. Rayleigh does nothing in that matchup really, and then they can just block and take the life to ignore my banish. But assuming I stick with some ace as far as like competitive tournaments go, I am not particularly afraid of Rosie. This hand's okay. It only has 1 Thriller Bark card, which makes me not love it. But I do get to play the Robin pretty early, so I think I'll try it. Unsure if it's valid, but I will try it. Of course, it would just be great to draw like a hogback. What is EB03, EB04 tier list? I think of course the winners. All right, I do just draw another Thriller Bark as wanted. The real winners of it are, of course, the yellow decks, such as Boa, Blue Yellow Nami, Yellow Luffy. As far as the new EB03 cards. Ooh, do I counter? I think I just counter. And look at that, that's why we just counter. But I think ultimately the top 3 are roughly the same, although I would be curious if Boa proves me wrong. I don't want to make this an 8, as he would have to give me 2 cards. And then I can go 6 with the hogback. I don't necessarily care for playing the Perona out right now. Banish the boat, not the most relevant. But yeah, ultimately, I don't expect a massive change just because of EB03. Once EB04 is fully released, well, it's the Wild West, I guess. He does take the 6 as well. Next turn, I fully intend to play this Robin. She is cracked. Mihawk can do very little to her, other than stun her with 9 cost Mihawk, which is fair. But she'll have a good turn to wreak havoc before that. And if he wants to clear my hog back, I can just get the Piranha back out. Which puts me in a nice spot. This is nice facing Mihawk without playing a meta deck. Now this, I kind of want a 1k. No reason to greed too heavy. I don't need a 1k, but no reason to be foolish. That being said, if I did trigger through the Burke, he would be having a rough time. Okay, activate Tashigi. Little unsure on what he's on about. Another Moria. Don't really need all those, but it's quite alright. Take some 5s to him, play the Robin. Just pass, that simple. It would not have been a Thriller Bar trigger, for the record. Maybe I could freeze the Thriller Bark package with a Sindri or two. However, the blocker is not too relevant for this deck. Oh, you know what? That was foolish. I should have taken. He didn't swing the Tashigi, so I could have got the Perona out to punish it. I love punishing my opponent's blunders. It was not a trigger as it was, so it did not matter. He does not have a 7 cost Shanks though. If only he found a Shanks eventually, but one done late. If only my Mihawk opponents would fail to play the Shanks on curve. He plays 6 cost into a second Tashigi. Maybe I wouldn't have loved that too much as Ace says it is. You're saying not putting much love on the Emu and Ace as it is right now. But you think that Red, Green Law, and Purple Leo Rosinante are heat? Interesting. I don't. I'm not familiarized with every Eb03 card because I know that Koala did get a little bit of a buff, but cannot say I respect the deck. Koala, that is. I also agree with that sentiment, Pino. That Blue Yellow Nami is not necessarily a goat. I can just start with the hog back at life for 5. He will likely counter. And then perhaps I can take the Robin to this Tashigi. Maybe I go 7 life, play Akuma. I feel like swinging the Robin big is not too relevant, as he has Dawn up. I'll still give it a 6 though. Do a little 2k check, as Mihawk tends to fail those. Sure enough, failed the 2k check. I'll go with the Tashigi with his 8. I could go to the life, but I think it is not too punishing to just clear a body. Moria put the Kumasi in life, so now I know I'm triggering through the bark, and I can take the next hit safely. Yeah, I do agree that there's not a huge gap of like overwhelmingly strong decks. The yellow cards are just individual quality of cards as opposed to the leader. I am maybe not excited to play this meta, but it will be a nice, refreshing new feeling. It's a little hard to say I'm excited to face a lot of yellow decks. It will be nice to see Nami's matchups into the top decks, because I feel like on paper, Ace doesn't really care about Nami. Like, yeah, Nami has annoying yellow and blue cards like Red Rock, Pudding, 5 cost Nami that Ace hates. But I feel like Nami's game plan is just non-threatening to him. Starting with an 8 at me. I will, of course, take it. Get the Perona, stun the law. Not that he was planning on swinging with it. Quite chilly right now. Actually needing a blanket. Nami loses to Emu, Ace, Sanji, and Mihawk. Well, that doesn't bode well for her if that's true. I am tempted to play her myself, so I will gather my own opinions as well as I play it. And is he going to play the 7 cost Shanks? That's looking like the play he may make. Yes. Force Lino into Quasar trigger. Alright, so he did use the event, stopping these from restanding. Don't really care. Honestly, kind of a mid play. 5 at life with the Rona. Now he has no Dawn active, which kind of makes me like my 7 banish. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of just running the 7 banish. Denies him a card. Even if it means I'm playing a less amazing body. Especially because I have no more Thriller Bark targets in the trash right now. I could make it 8, as I'm just bluffing an event. If he counters the 7, I'll probably just take Moria to Shanks. And I still have a Moria in hand. Should I need to heal a second time? Or third? Fourth? A lot of healers. Yeah, I am curious if they hit the Borsellino, because they are quite, not unreasonable, but they don't like banning stuff before it even becomes playable. Alright, Giant's a good find. Yeah, there's also the card game company greed of, we can't ban something because it's new. That would, discourage people or some nonsense like that. Thinking of just Giant pitching Kumasi. Although perhaps I just pitch the Moria and try to win. Fair chance I could just draw another healer, as it is. The healer in question. Now he is a 9k. Or 7k leader. Olvia, if I needed to win this second, Olvia would help with that. But I think if I just play my Kuma, I am not going to lose by any means. Might as well start with a 7 banish. Force him to give me the card. Any card. So long as it has counter. Oh. Oh, he just let me banish this. I mean, surely that means I just win, right? Because now I can just go 7, 7, 7, 7. I have the Dawn. He has no way of living. Forget living another turn. Yep. He had 2 events, but nothing else. Still, I am definitely fine being on the anti-Mihawk side of the meta. Being a rogue deck. If only I had the guts to play a bad deck like this in a tournament. Blue Yalanami again. I do like these matches as a heroine testing. I don't know if anyone else is playing any heroine events in the coming weeks. Trying to find a new rogue deck. Yeah, Robin's my fun little rogue deck. I suppose that much may be obvious. This hand doesn't have a lot of stuff to it. Playing Rosie. Oh, I got popular. Now you gotta be different, you're saying? I could just swing 8 banish turn 2, then play the Kuma on my turn 3. I just don't have any through the bark cards. That's the main issue with it. I will try it. He does just immediately start with the girl. And he will be... Oh, he's giving me a lot of cards to counter. Don't want him to draw Fleeter just yet. So I could go 5 banish, play Kuma, and he will very likely just give me another card. Or I could play Nami to basically deal 2 life here. Both are very valid. But I like the Nami play. Then I can start playing my 7 costs. The Hogback I have no intention of clearing, as he already has the Kiku in his trash. If, and this is a big if, the meta is kind of like yellow heavy with all the Thriller Bark stuff, then I do believe Purple Yellow Rosinante does quite well into that. Perona the Nami. Suppose he would not have been able to Perona my, Ooh, Olvia is actually a good trigger here. Now I can just pitch, these two. Have a Thriller Bark card in the trash for the 7. Don't hit the Thriller Bark trigger, but that's fine. But Olvia would let me swing 8 at him, which would demand a 2K. As I'm not holding up Giant or anything this turn. I kind of like doing that. I could also just make it a 9, almost guarantee the banish, and just play a Kuma as opposed to the Robin. I think I like that more. Nah, I'll go with the Robin. It's like he has to give me any card in a 2K, which he very likely has, but he still has to do it. The Robin's just too nice not to play. Has Kuma. I have plenty of cards I don't care for in this hand, but Kuma would force me to pitch. Whereas if I find a Giant, I could always Giant away the Absalom. He's definitely thinking on this. Maybe he doesn't have a 2K and he's going to give me... Alright, he does have the 2K. There's Perona. Glad to have Perona in the trash. Should I hit it through the Bark trigger? He may go 5. Just hard playing a Hogback. Kind of a weird timing to do that. Oh, he just wants to use the girl effect now. I see, I see. So basically, he gets a swing 6 here, telling me I can gamble through the Bark trigger to stun this, or I could just take it now. Little inclined to take it now, but that's kind of very greedy. The greed did not pay off, but I found Giant, which is fair. Then I'll take the next 7, assuming he's going to go 7 with Perona. And I'll just count out the last. He has to draw his card off the leader. Olvia, a good one in hand. It's nice offensive 2K. Don't need Uso. Another Robin. Don't need that many. Starting to want to get rid of these bricks. Do a 7 banish to start. See if he gives me 2 cards. I imagine he will if he can. Could also play the Kuma over Robin in case I get a second giant. There's a fair chance I had a maybe lethal line through Olvia and all this Dawn I have to work with, but I don't think there's any need to. Not in a dire spot. If I swing at the Perona, he of course stunts my Robin, which is bad. But I guess it's better than the alternative. If I'm going to swing the Nami, I might as well swing Robin into Perona instead. Oh, I am. Yes, Pino, you are correct. It does only stun a 6. I just swung with my Robin at the Perona for no reason. Still, the thought process is there. As he still only has 3 weak swingers, and I have quite a bit of counter. He will be able to go to 4 life here. I feel as though I have to win next turn, so I may as well start taking. Moria will definitely trigger the Moria. I could put in the Olvia to make my leader an AK, but that's not actually helpful. That's just cute. So I will instead stun the Hogback. Draw off your leader effect. A 7 to life. I may as well giant. On the very unlikely chance I try to live another turn. Well, I could probably live another turn with this, despite what I just said. Now, I will always start with 7 life. Vanish. Actually, no. I don't need to do it like that. He doesn't have any Thriller Bark cards in the trash, which makes the Perona not even a threat. So I guess I could just go 7 with the Nami. He can go leader effect 1k. He triggered it, not realizing he had no targets. So, sadly for the opponent, that probably is gonna ruin his game. Yes, he had 2 bricks. And I had another giant in life. So I definitely could have tried living another turn. Not that I needed to. As, not to claim it's guaranteed, but the Olvia will likely make lethal not that difficult. Oh, I haven't really been keeping a tracker. Let me get that going real quick. Not that I can promise I remember my record. I'll just start afresh. Like this. Alright, I will be going second versus Boa. Not a bad hand. Have 2 Thriller Barkers. Get to play Robin on turn 3. Likely just discarding a Perona. Unless he plays Marguerite. Oh, no. I think I just discard the Hogback here. Try to trigger. Not the right trigger. Rayleigh is not necessarily good, but I think I'll take it anyways. Discard the Perona to ramp. This bow will be quite annoying. Olvia, not the most helpful, but I will keep it. I could pop the boa, but that's a little silly. See if he blocks the 5. Probably not. Triggering off the 9 cost, putting in the sisters. I mean, surely I just play my 7 cost here. Would love to trigger a Thriller Bark soon. Before I dig myself too deep of a hole. $2K Marguerite. Find a giant. Love that, love that. I guess if I just go to 0 life, that's also fine. Because then I could pop the lava board. Like so. And now I can play my, I don't actually have a healer, which is quite unfortunate. But I can still play either Nami to take one of his life, or Rayleigh to pop something. Suppose I'm leaning towards the Rayleigh, or Nami. With the two 2Ks, he could easily defend the 8 at Boa, which makes Rayleigh seem like a fair play. I will just start the 5 into this Gorgon Sisters. He will want to defend most of these swings. He chose to give me a 2K that I already, that I didn't know about actually. So I still know he has 2Ks. Take 8 to the sisters. 7 banish at him. I am quite vulnerable to pudding, but that is okay. We know his last 2 cards are both 2Ks. Which means he does not have pudding, unless he top decks it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have pitched a card for leader effect. But that is alright. Don't need 2 Namis. And then probably just pitch triple 1K here. Seems to be a good move in my head. Although the Lilith could come into play. Not as though he triggers many blockers. So we'll just do it like this. Now, I know there's 2 2Ks and a mystery card in his hand, which makes it a little difficult. If I find 8 cost Moria off Lilith, it is not bad. Not to discount the small potential of winning. By going like 7, 9, Olvia would get bigger. I could go like 7, 9 banish, 9, 10. but that is very hopeful. And I'm not the biggest fan. I'm just going to start with Lilith. I do not find Moria. Bad search. And now I can't even go for as optimal the numbers as I just mentioned before. Well, I can always hope he blunders it or like has no other counter. But it's kind of just cooked. And unless he drew triple brick in a row, it doesn't matter. Nope, he had plenty. That's a little unfortunate that I have the healer. Now, admittedly, the 7-cost Robin would not have actually functioned as a healer, because Robin doesn't function as a healer if I'm not at 0 life. If I found a 8-cost Mori off of Lilith, it would have been doable. That is for sure. Although, maybe like to bait that, I could have gone for a hogback 5. See if he took a 5. Oh, I put that in wrong. That is 01. Alright. This hand sucks. Wow. There was definitely a way I could have tried doing things differently. I just had to clear the board, which forced me to go low on life. I will definitely start with Lilith. This hand is notably better. Rayleigh, I could just grab the Olvia. Rayleigh has some potential to cook, but no. He does have the Marguerite. Finds another Marguerite. Probably pitches the Marguerite. Cycle. Can play my prone to the stun. Buy me a tiny bit of time. Or I could just jam a big 9 at him. Definitely a little partial to the Perona. Even if it means I have to discard a Olvia or a Gecko. Leaning on the Olvia, of course. Ran, so he will swing a 7 at me. No trigger. I'm not very good at that. The triggers, that is. I could play Olvia to guarantee the damage being banished, but there is no need. I can just swing my 6. Hope he doesn't have a 2k. I could also pitch to go to 10 next turn, but I don't think there's any need for that either. He does have a 2k. Very sad. But he will trigger first. It is quite demoralizing when he has a less trigger odds than me, but hits it. He is going to Kuma, bringing his hand size lower and lower. Oh, he doesn't actually have 3 cards to reveal in the first place. Olvia is not the most relevant trigger. Keep having to say it in this spot. at the Perona. I guess you want to offset my aggression. It feels kind of bad to swing at the board if I can't clear all of it. So I think I will just go 6 life. I could go 5 and hold up the giant. I don't hate that one bit. And he will, of course, take the 7. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice, and he just triggers again. Very bad. I take it he swings Kuma first. This is definitely an awful part about playing yellow in the first place. At least Boa makes it feel this way. Is if you just don't trigger well, it or trigger worse than your opponent rather, it feels not the greatest. This being said, I need another healer, but I can try clearing his board as I did last game. Potentially. Just potentially. He is what? Gonna go 7s at me, hold up a Dawn. Not particularly afraid of that, but I will still give you a 2k. Get to bring out the other Perona, stop myself from taking too much damage. And he goes at another Perona. Interesting. I would not have done that. But what is this Dawn? Does he have a Frighten Me he's holding up? Or is it just Slave Arrow? Either way, 8 banish should be a good number here. Probably don't play the Absalom, just swing with Lilith even. Oh, he just is holding up a Dawn for the fun of it. Weird. I mean, I guess that's cool. This allows me to go 6. Maybe I don't say that number combination. But I think I could just swing, 6, 7, 7, 10, hold up giant. Or I go with the Perona. He can block it for free. He chooses not to. Uses a few too many brain cells to block a free 5. Hey, and you know what? That's why I was planning on swinging 7 with Lilith. That being said, I think I can just target his board now a little bit. Oh, I should have gone at Ran. It was a little better to go at Ran there. I should not lose this turn. If I lose this turn, then there's a problem. A problem that I am responsible for. I will take this, and if he goes all in, I just need to find 1k in my next 3 cards. Just need to find 1k in my next 2 cards. And I do find it. I am only on 8 Dawn, but this should be a pretty clean 9 guaranteed banish. And then 9 with Kuma guaranteed hit. Now I'll just make it a 7. Shocky. Does not matter. I get to just swing 11 for the guaranteed. And that is how it should go. Even when the triggers aren't on my side, my opponent's a yellow player, so they do not play optimally. That being said, I did have one good Thriller Bark trigger midway through the game. Oh, anime villain. He's a streamer. Alright, I will choose to go second. This hand is okay. I think I'll try it. It does have the Robin on turn 3. Not a bad spot to be in. I'm not sure how Robin fares into the 6th life. Rayleigh is bad if nothing else. I do not have a turn 1 play. He does find his burn, Robin. Give you the Perona. Get the bark in the trash. I will take that one, no prob. I can just go 6 banish, play the Absalom. Sounds good to me. Nami. Yeah, it's kind of mean. Not really messing with that. I think I will take this, just so I can play the Robin safely. Unfortunately, not triggering yet. I know he has the 6-cost Robin in his hand, so I'm not going to worry about optimally swinging my banish first, as I know he will just counter out of this. Then I get to gain my 2 life. Oh, I burn my triggers. Take my non-triggers. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Snake. Haven't gotten to play against this too much yet. The Kiku's kind of gross. Do I just go 7 Kuma? Or do I want to, like, allow him to Kiku? I could swing at the Nami. That's valid. And then I get to go 6 banish? Is that too low? Probably a little too low. Yeah, I'll just go 8 banish. I think that's a lot cooler. The problem is once he starts setting up some big bodies, you can show me a deck. Do I even swing with the Absalom and let him trigger for free? That seems kind of goofy. I think I'll just pass it there. Give him a 1. 9-cost Bonnie's gonna hurt a lot. $10 I'm just going to take that as well. I do finally hit a bark trigger, although it's quite late for that to be helpful. And now I get to just go into S-Snake. Play Moria, hold up a giant. Only real shot. That's cool. I'm glad to burn the Kiku. Alright, that's a little scary. Second, Bonnie. Yep. Two. Alright, let's go ahead and update that. Very sad, very sad. Depends on where you have the list put in, but I'm sure it's not that big of a deal to just link it. Alright. The import. Well, I got the Sakazuki. Everything else went and hid from me. I'll try that again in a moment. Nami. Everyone's loving playing yellow today. This hand is alright. I'll run it. I do. King L7. Just, I am working on getting an actual Discord set up. I'm just not extremely competent with it, if you can believe it. Pitch the Absalom ramp, play the hog back. Which leader do you recommend for the Heroine Cup event? I think Nami's a very strong one that a lot of people are rocking with. It may be my pick as well. Have to get some practice with it. Play the Nami, get to heal 2. Have a fair amount of Through the Bark set up. Give the 1-card counters while I can. Even if it means pitch an Olvia. Red Rock my Robin, very sad, very sad. I could make it 7, although I think might as well make it 8. Now, you know what? I do make it 7. Because now this lets me go 6 at his Nami. And he does have a Kiku. And he's showing me a Kiku in the life, which is very annoying. Very much so annoying. Since I am not likely going to be able to Sent the message. Alright, let me get that pulled. Pulled up. Or after this game. Six at me. Do I give him the Usohachi or the Olvia? I'm definitely thinking the Usohachi. Nami doesn't really stand behind too many blockers, even though he did show the Marco. I do want to give the Olvia. If I can stay at 4 life... Alright, he just trashes his Kiku. No biggie. Problem averted on its own. That being said, he can just hit any moderate amount of triggers and it is a problem. I guess I play my Nami. Seems to be a move here. Do 10 banish, then swing a little 5 afterwards. Just cuz. He is on through the Burke stuff, although he was a little late to getting it. Into the Kuma. Oh, I better draw some high end. Really, not really gonna trigger that. Even though I could. Alright, he is drawing some high end. I am not, however. I could still go 9 banish. Clearing this is okay, as it's a flashlight redeem. Oh man. Let me get the light off. Flash warning. Alright. Let me get this on. Final warning to look away as it's about to flash. There you go. How did BCF go for me? Main event not that well. You do get a light show for 500 points. The power of the sun. But the main event was not too amazing, but then had a lot of other cool stuff there. So it was all cool. I'm gonna go 8 and play Hog back, I think. Yes, on my Hog back, no biggie. Take yourself a card from hand while developing the Perona for free. Pretty good. Thank you for the follow. Let me pull up the name. Drillswork 21. Thank you. I could put in the Rayleigh off this and pop the Perona. I think I'm going to do that. And try to find Moria. I do find him. Although it may be late at this point to find the Moria. As I'm kind of getting smacked apart. Even if I draw a giant, probably not really having enough survivability. Especially unhelpful that I drew a brick. Maybe triggering this was wrong even. I could always just swing a 7, play the Moria, pray, but it's looking kind of cooked. Little sad that the Rayleigh can't attack. The Rayleigh is the one thing I would have been fine swinging 7 here. I guess I just go 5 banish. Play the Moria. Try to find giant. And unless I find giant, I think I am just dead. And if I do find giant, still not really much more alive. Starting with a 9 to me, then another 9, and then he could do another 9. I mean, I gotta counter out of this one, huh? I guess I don't have to. No giant found. Alright, Robin went a little poor there. Let's check out this list that you sent me. So kind of a classic Sokka with the new Isuka. Which, this is a pretty cracked effect. Although the Jinbei, I have to wonder. Like, the Jinbei is cute, as you could get to discard a card and draw a card. I just, am curious on how nice the rush truly is. Although I can believe it. Definitely an interaction I wouldn't have expected to see too much. Been a minute since I've had some classic Sokka gameplay, but definitely funny to see Lucci used to be the GOAT of removal, no longer making the cut. I will keep him on the back burner for now. I do want to get a little more Robin gameplay in. 3-cost pink hair chick stay in rotation. Which 3-cost pink hair? Was it in the Sokka deck? Oh, Hina. Hina is... I don't believe she is, surviving. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Fuck. I know she got a reprint in the best collection, or like the first one. But I don't think she got a PRB one. Several cards we're just gonna have to learn to live without. Very sad. Draw heavy list for Sokka with the upcoming Luffy. Which Luffy do you mean? I'm gonna take the Kumasi, but the Olvia's sitting right here. Maybe I should take in the Perona. Black 7 cost no P15. Oh, yes, yes. Hina is safe. Good to know. Hina's been not having like her moment recently. She used to just be all over the place with the black being like a black staple. What did he grab off lead? He grabbed Law Beppo. 6 cost law is that? Yes. Alright, so I will just take 6 to the lead. Kind of want to pitch the Rayleigh, but he's my only play next turn, so I'll pitch the Olvia. Play the Absalom for an additional swinger. And he failed the 2K check. Love to see it. Ah, so she did get put in. Alright. Was not aware. I'll take a 5. Not triggering a Rayleigh. I could do a little better than popping a Kid Killer. That's a good draw. I think I might use Leader Effect again. Even if it's quite aggressive. Whoa, he took a 5 banish? This dude's freaky. And we ain't talking about my freak. That's something hard to match. Man, I don't know if I'm tired. I did just have a large tournament today, but didn't feel tired till I started doing some sim. And now I feel my eyes closing on me. Might have to make it a little shorter than average. Maybe it's just a yellow though. Maybe the yellow decks are giving me brain rot. Do 7 banish, Rally the Law. Hold up Giants. Could just play the Moria. He is going to 9, which means he can Mihawk. I mean, if I had Perona, I'd be a lot more inclined to play the Moria. But I think I'm just going to do the Rayleigh line. Oh, wait, he has the 3K event. I should be swinging a better number. Like 8. Oh, he gave me the billion fold. Interesting. And he passed a 2K check. What a guy. Whatever, I'll just take Robin to Toshigi. That seemed cool. 9 to 8. I know you have some nonsense in here that you can't really counter with. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's cool. What are the chances Mihawk passes a 2K check twice in a row? Near nothing. Let me tell you. It worked. Oh, and the Mihawk. You can have Absalom. I'll grab Kumasi. 6 to me. Lilith trigger, please. Could grab Olvia, Perona. Take the Olvia. I know you have a 3K in hand. I think I'm gonna play the Nami. Then again, I could just go Olvia to get through the event. And then play Gecko. I like that. I like using my Olvias without going for lethal. Just for the extra 2k. Banished Law, 6 life. You can give me whatever. Mihawk effect. Yep. Hog back into life and pass it. Law Beppo. Very lame. You're lame. One of the lamest I've ever met. Mihawk clears rarely, stuns this. I can play my 7-cost Robin. Oh, I'll go Perona. That works too. Now you are a 7k. And I gotta respect that. Well, I don't gotta. I will. Six to Perona. Another 6 to Perona. Seen some tournament lists for Mihawk cutting 9 cost. What is top player consensus around that card's performance? I mean, the 9 cost Mihawk is certainly nice, especially in the mirror, but never the all-star, typically, of the deck. Try to protect my Gecko. Yeah, sure, prone to Lilith, you do your thing. Absalom? Are you going Absalom here? Yes, you are. Take an 8 cost. 13, I will giant out of that. I think I'm pretty free to pitch the Nami. Giant so broken, who would have thought? Not me. 7 you. You kind of have to counter it. Which means, oh, no, you don't counter it. I mean, I guess I'm just going to go 9 at you now. And then you're going to lose the game when I go 15 at you. But, like, I guess you didn't have to counter that 7. What, now do you want to counter? Give me the 3k plus Mihawk effect? Oh, but now you're getting banished. But you were doing so well a second ago. Guess I'll play my Moria and like put another 2k in my life, but like now you can't win because you don't have enough swings. Oh, this sucks for you. What? Dang it! You were this close. I'm not crashing out. I'm winning. Oh, but you think the Perona's gonna get you there? It's not, but like, I guess I won't be the one to crush your dreams. Lilith search. Find Hog back. So who's gonna tell him? Yep. Yep, seems to be the way. What I really want to do though is get my hands on the nice blue yellow Nami list in case I player and hero wins. Might get that pulled up in a moment. Even though I don't hate Rosinante as well, I think that I have no interest in playing him as he is not going to be playable at Worlds. I mean, he's technically playable, but like he's not going to have the Rosinante in law. Open a pack. I got you on that. Let me actually back out of this match and leave my opponent in shambles. But I got you on the pack opening. In fact, make it a double pack. I am out of focus. Wow. There, yeah, I think I'm good now. I'm big. My hair's all over the place. Sunshine Cloud, I got you with a double pack 14 if that is cool. About to get some 14 heat going on here. One or two. Manga! Jinbei and Frighten Me. Frighten Me is a solid playable. Cannot complain. I mean, can a little bit. And then the second one. VVSR. It's an SR. Nothing more to really be said about it. Maybe not the hottest SR, but it is an SR. And now the Dawn. Is it going to be the Crocodile or Dofi? I hope it's the Dofi. It's the Crocodile one, but it is still quite cool. And that will conclude that pack opening. Back to the gameplay. Hop back in the queue. Just another addition to the streak of mid-pack openings that I am attracted to. Thank you for the point redemption. Man, it's been a while since I opened a double Dawn pack, but it has some nice texture. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. Why do I even try? Never focuses. Love some textured cardboard. It's more than just like a... Maybe it's just the crocodile sand, but real wide texture to it. Found a game. Hop right in with some more Robin action. Alright. Emu. Now, Emu is, of course, scary. I am, just a baby rogue deck, and, this is the raid boss. But this hand is definitely not bad for it. He will search immediately, see if he finds a 2K. He grabs Mars. Not a 2K, notably. Giant will be helpful later. What is up, VGP? Nat's run was not amazing, but I think I went like 2-2 drop after multiple red-black sabos ruined my day. And I lost all my rolls. Very sad, very sad. How about you, though? I believe, surely you had to have a better run than me. Get to trigger out the Perona. Top 32. Nice, nice. Oh, you lost with the ace that one. Were you also on ace? Do a 2K check. It's Emu. They're gonna have a 2K. Ooh, I did not pitch off leader effect. Sad. Whoa, the banish went through. Ace was the pick. Which is all the more reason that Bro just failed to edge? You don't have anything to grab back. Yeah, sadly, like the luck was just not on my side. As much as I loved my list, it was one or two cards different from the winning list. This dude can't even edge right, dude. You need something in your trash first. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. I would never fail to edge. Yeah, exactly. I think that is so wrong. I was just like, that was like the only difference in our lists is I was on 2 at most and 1 2K Jozu. And I like cannot say I agree. But that's just me, I guess. I'll make up for not using leader ability last turn by using it this turn, pitching the Absalom. This guy can go for a cute little block. Oh, what am I doing? I have to Nami first. Oops. I suck. I guess it's not wrong per se. It's less consistent. I mean, I guess wrong is a bad way of putting it. You played him round 10 as well, missed the Jozu event and Red Rock. Yeah, I can't say I faced anyone too notable. I think like one of those Sabos that beat me got top 64, but like I wasn't ready to play out another 5-6 rounds when I know it was hopeless. The top when there was so much to do. Glad your low roll is game 10. Yeah, definitely not a bad one to have your steam run out. This is going to be very embarrassing for the Emu player if I still manage to win this after playing like garbage. Good draw. Good draw. 7 banish. 5 people he played made top cut. Very nice. That's how I felt back in Dallas as well. Where it was just like I had like the best breakers of the X1 other than like the one guy who was undefeated final round. Lost. But you just like throughout the tournament that your breakers are gonna be fire. Can I put him to 0? That's certainly a lot better than playing this Robin, right? Yeah, I just put him to 0 here. I just get to go like 8-10. 8-9 hold up giant to counter out. I wish I had a mid-sized body to play here, like another Absalom. But it's cool. Robin is not banishing a thing. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna play Workury to stay alive. I'm gonna draw Usohachi, and then I'm gonna win. Maybe point and laugh if I feel like BMing. UP matchup is not fair, Sanji. Hey, I don't think UP Luffy is very fair either. Yeah, but I do agree that the Sanji is getting quite bad with the 5-drop Reiju. We'll see, we'll see. Mars popping, and I grab what? One of these shitters. What do I have in my trash? I'll grab Hogback. How bad does it stay bad after rotation? Yeah, after rotation's a whole different beast. So I go like 7-7 Robin. What events? Well, first we have to see if what they do like ban list wise, because I know a lot of people are crying for an 8-cost event ban, a 7-cost emu stage ban, but like I don't even think Ace, like, not to say he doesn't need anything hit, but it's kind of silly talking about like hitting cards from a deck who's already losing cards on rotation. Start playing early mid OP13. What do we call blue U? That's a Magic thing. In Magic, they have blue and black, similar to this game. So to minimize confusion when talking about colors, they just call blue U. Thriller Bark Trigger. Absalom or Perona? I guess Perona's better a little bit. I'll take the Absalom. Garp Searcher makes it so we can tech for any matchup and consistently see the pieces. Garp Searcher is the craziest searcher. Even the "Would you be my servant" Nami event can't hold a candle. Bro, I am so cooked right now. Like I'm watching the Emu do his plays, and like none of it is registering in my head. I'm just like letting it happen. But it's cool. Might still win. I ain't gonna get in trouble if I crash on cam, right? It'll just be mighty embarrassing. 7 to the Absalom or the Nami? Surely not Life. Oh, I guess it's doing Life. I mean, I'll take. Perona, another Absalom. Alright. I can do 7, 11, 9, 8, 8. A little on the mediocre side. Let's just start with the 7, see what happens. No healer. And I don't think it's extremely reliable to try searching for Moria off the Lilith. Rosie's the sauce, man. If I hear one more person talk about Rosie, oh man. Nah, Rosie's cool. But Rosie, I am not gonna consider because that is not gonna be a playable deck at Worlds. I guess that's just a me problem that minimal other people have to deal with. You do take the block. Interesting. Show you a 9. I'm very glad he blocked 7 here. Please block my 9 with Mars. And then I can go Olvia. Oh, you played Perfecta, Nick. Yeah. It's, was he on Purple Dofi? I'm assuming you played him in the main event. Okay, now I'm gonna swing 9 with Absalom. Like, if I swing 9 with Absalom, uh, I pinky promise that I don't have 2 Olvias to play, and it's gonna be 11 afterwards. Just block it. It's gonna be a 7. I'm just like swinging wrong. I lied. I am playing 2 Olvias. Yippee! Yeah. He was on Dofi. He did not see Vertigo. Joseph Red Rock. Yep. That's funny hearing seeing my local people, my 2 circles of people that I know, playing in a tournament. Mutual acquaintance, if you will. You let him know you're my top chatter. Alright, Red Green Law. Now, ironically, I played this matchup at my off-meta tournament today. I mogged him. It was close. Yeah, I kid. Killer. I guess Killer's cool. Oh, holy 1-drops. Kind of sucks, but I think I take this. Yeah, it sucks. Wish I didn't take that. Alright, so you have 2 cards in hand. The good part is you have to, like, you're not going to card off life. 6, pitch Olvia. Kind of feels bad pitching Olvia. No, pitch Kumasi. Not Olvia. Absalom, and then we chill. Maybe clear those blockers. Monkey D. Luffy. Try to find Cavendish or X-Drake, whatever he wants, really. Alright. OP14, no EB04. I am definitely considering Ace, for sure, given my heavy play with him. Although, yellow, if there's a good amount of yellow, Ace could be a scary choice. But nothing I can do about that. Bonnie blocker. Kind of gross. I can pop that with Rayleigh, though. I guess popping that with Rayleigh is pretty good, isn't it? That I definitely had in hand my entire time and it didn't just top deck. Yeah. But Mihawk is another pick for EBO3, OP14. You can hard tech for yellow and Ace beats Boa. I think through my playing, I wouldn't say like hard beats Boa, but I would definitely agree on if I win the roll, I'm confident. Ooh, and then you get to Otama, bounce the Otama back to hand. Killer effect, go 6 at my Absalom. I did a non-off meta, of course. I faced Boa in the finals, and he sadly had a complete Garbo hand. He went like on his 5 Dawn, swing 10, on his 7 Dawn, swing 12, and that pretty much tells you the whole story. Grab the hog, only target. I'm kinda down for another Rayleigh top deck. I don't know about you. Nope, too good to be true. Alright, get to go 6-6, Moria, chill. Block with the beige, interesting. You probably take this one. Yes, you do. Then Your hand's fat. 8 cards, 2 life, X-Drake. Haven't just already set up? Maybe I'm just cooked this game. Alright. Am I crazy? Or should he have not minused my Rayleigh with Luffy before swinging? I guess I'll still let it go. It's cool, but like... It is cool. Definitely taking the 7. Uma C Absalom. See what he does. Beige. Okay, another blocker. I haven't seen him on the beige too much. The guy who I faced that I mentioned before is not beige. Do I take a 6? No, I don't take a 6. You can have my Olvia. He thinks. This dude has way too many blockers. I'm never breaking through. I'm giving up. Checked out early. Just get to go 6, 10, Robin. Whatever. I mean, I guess you block no matter what I'm doing here. With the beige. Oh no, I wanted you in my hand. Come back, Usohachi. 8 to 5 minus the Moria by 2k. I don't like the implications, but I guess I kind of gotta roll with it. Whoa, call! What's the big idea? Let me have my Moria. Don't megalo me. It's fine. I can just live another turn and win. Right? Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, and he bounced the Megalo to hand. Oh, I am so going to sleep on this guy. The loss will not be from me losing. It'll be from me crashing out and then, or like crashing, literally, and then my timer running down. He has 8 in hand. Ideally, I would deal banish on this life, not the 7 cost. I'll do a little 9 banish, see what you do. Yeah, you take the block, no surprise there. I'll respect DMG a tiny bit and just swing 7 with the Rona. Ah, there's a DMG. I mean, you go for a DMG. I think I'm chilling a little bit. Don't play A-Drop Kid. I'm not gonna have any else to that. Oh, you played A-Drop Kid. Oh, he played A-Drop Kid. I'm so cooked. Did I take a 7? Try to trigger. I don't have any more Ronas in the trash. I really don't have any more Ronas in the trash.
Alert. Wake up, jackass. You're in a game.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Maybe he pops my Robin, then I deal the damage and win. I'll just take this hit. Ooh, I mean, I guess this is actually kind of useless. Oh wait, this is only opponent's turn, so I can pop a blocker here. Good to know. I got Giant out of this. Moria to heal. But then I play into DMG, which is a little sad. He has to give a Dawn to Kid here. ST is this freestyle mall? Yep. Alright, how do I out this? Someone tell me. Bro, leave me alone. I'm just chilling. So, like, I don't think I'm living another turn. I could just go 14 at kid. Hope. Hope it works. I can make it 13. And go 5-10. Yeah, I'll go 13 kid. Sure, you don't counter out with the Megalo and all the nonsense that you searched up already. Well, I'll be hopelessly ignorant and swing 8 at it. Now I'll make it 9. Yep. Never a chance. Yeah, maybe Robin just sucks. This isn't the off-meta tournament that I'm used to. Actually, it is. I just faced Program Law, as I mentioned. I do want to get a...
Most employees see
Whoa,
no
how do I
tax
keep
on
this?
tips, no tax on overtime.
Pulling up a Nami list. But then I got an ad. Alright, found a quick room. Sabo. Surely Robin can beat up Sabo. I mean, Rayleigh's good into his 6-drop. I just have a general advantage. Swinging 5 into 4. Banish that early life. Make that 6 into 4 since I drew the Absalom. Garp. And then maybe you swing 6 at me? Yeah, I'll give you a 2K. Keep the change. Like, you gotta pass. You don't gotta take 10 seconds to pass, it's cool. Banish. Boom. Absalom. He really doesn't want to get banished. But, there just ain't no way. It's happening. Hate to tell him. Back to you. He's on the 4-cost Sabo this turn. Pretty good for him. I could pop that Sabo with Rayleigh, which I do intend to do. As now he is back to a 5K. No need to ramp again, I believe. Maybe you take this because it's not banished. You do. You do in fact take it. Grab the stage, and you play the other 6-cost Sabo blocker. What do I grab? Hogback? Rayleigh top deck. just that easy. Moria is not bad. I will accept that. Start with 6. Ah, you just counter. I guess it would kind of suck if you Stussy this. I could make it the 7-cost Robin to play around Stussy, but realistically, you're not going to Stussy anything. That's not a 10-drop Whitebeard. And that's okay. What's not okay is your board's starting to get a little OP. Search up the Kumasi. Another Moria. Keep the chain going. If he counters this, I wonder if I'll take Moria to Sabo. Since it's not that hard for him to counter out, as I know he has the Morley 2K. But like, do I have to be a heavy aggressor, or can I force his hand low? Is basically what I'm wondering. Kind of like the idea of controlling these, especially if I'm playing a second one. Because I could put him on like a 2-turn clock-ish, but this works just as well. Should I be putting the Absalom in my life so he can't swing at the hog back? Oh, there's the Stussy. Was just talking about you last turn. About how much everyone hates you. Do a little 1K, 2K. Rona is not that good here, is she? Ready this. I think that's what I'm doing. Start 6 at him. And I mean, your life is a little low right now, so I feel like you kind of have to counter. But you're just in a bad spot, I think. I personally love. You take that one. Might as well make it an 8 banish. Force you to have the hair removal fist. Oh, you just lose, I guess. Cool, I love winning. I love beating Saba more than anything. It really is just about the message sometimes. Hello, King. And thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Now, Ace. Ace is a long time op of Robin. Robin hates this guy. Probably just grab the Moria. Gonna be kind of hard as your 10 beards kind of outperform my Moria. But I try my best. Definitely try my best. Wing 8, pitch the hog back. Now, he did let it get banished, but he still got to draw a fleeter effect. So it's like, he didn't lose out on much. What's he gonna do? Hard play a Cavendish out. I guess I probably want to pop Cavendish with my Rayleigh. And I could even play swing, discard the hog back just to ramp one more. But the main thing is I want to pop the Cavendish. Especially without a Don on his leader. Now he could Jozu my Rayleigh. Not much I could do about that. But he is not. He grabs Marco instead. Sevens me. Trigger, hit the hog back into play. And puts in the Marco. Not really able to swing with my hog back this turn, which is a little unfortunate. But I can play my Moria, which is the important part. Lets me heal. Has the Whitebeard event, buffs himself to 8. Very annoying. He's curving on me. Guess I just take and don't trigger. And then I can go like 8 with Rayleigh. Start with this. You probably just take the block. Yeah. I could 6 Marco. You get to draw your 3. But what else am I really doing? And you're countering for it. Interesting. What's the point of taking your life and buffing your leader if you're just going to counter the Marco? Feels kind of redundant, if you ask me. But that's cool. Nothing in my trash. Second Whitebeard. Taking your life again. I'm guessing you're just going to hold up your Marco this time. Alright. So the ace has 4 cards in hand. I play Usohachi. Then I can swing 10-10, which likely gets a block and a 2 card out. And I can win. I think I just win after that. Yeah. Should be GG. Because I can go 10, 12, 12. Nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe swinging 12 is bad in case he blocks and draws into counter power. So I guess let's go 10 again. And then you still have to give me 2 cards, and then I can just swing Eb03. Yep. GG. Glad to win that gross matchup, although I think my opponent did not play very well. They had no reason to take their life twice in a row with the event. But who am I to complain? Alright, green purple Luffy. I could just play the hog back on 2. Very Thriller Bark centric hand, but I think I'll put it back as I want to find the Rayleigh to pop the splitting. He starts by grabbing the Robin, which will stop my Rayleigh shenanigans. That being said, I'm still going to grab the Rayleigh, as he is very good until the Robin gets on board. And there's the Robin on board. By banish ramp. Hogback hits the field. Footing comes down. Pick 6. Lilith, trigger, Moria. He has a second splitting. I'm just gonna have to Kuma. He takes the banish. Glad enough to see that. I'm pitching the Rayleigh, however. Second splitting, not very good for me. He's just gonna start walking away with the match. Gladly take, find the giant. Not hitting my bark triggers, however, which is what I need to be hitting. He has 4 Dawn open, just in case he has Beam Sword. And I'm just gonna swing 6 play Moria. My Hogback's kind of just sitting here like a cheerleader this game. Putting the Perona, stop you from attacking. Optimal. 6 cost Luffy. Don't take it, he has any reason to use his effect. We countering. I could trigger. Not gonna. Not in this spot. With that much Dawn up, I doubt I can win even if he starts taking. Not to claim that he is going to start taking hits. But I could still go Moria into this Luffy. 411. Give me the giant pitching departure. To me, that implies a good amount of counter power to last. Go 6 at him. Probably takes it. Yes, he does. Could go 7 life. Really just want to clear this Luffy though. As the Luffy will be 2 swings. Could make the Kuma 12 to go out 7. I think that's fine. Nah, I might as well make it 11. 12 is just a little overkill. I think. Either way, he could just DMG me, and it's about the same. Another Luffy. And a DMG, so yes, I am dead. Do I have an Olvia in here? No! If I countered with my Olvia, I would have won. Oh no, that sucks for me. I guess I put in the Lilith, try to find a 2K. I do. Oh, how goofy is that? I mean, that's just me getting punished for a misplay, but still, I easily could have won that if I just countered that in a different way. Given my current state, probably not able to. I'll just make this a quick and early one. I'll be more awake next stream, which will be on likely Wednesday. So drop a follow if you have not already, and I'll be heading out here in a moment. See if there's anyone else in the category to raid. It doesn't really look like there's anyone. Bye.